everybody, in today's bow tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this boutique style bow right here. We have two different colors for the boutique bow and I'm going to show you how to get that effect. Some spikes, a center, and this bow was inspired, the colors were inspired by Princess Anna from the movie Frozen. So let's go ahead and get started. The main bow is made with two different colors of ribbon. There's electric blue on the top and garden rose on the bottom. And to get the look, you need a total of 32 inches of ribbon. So because I want it to be half and half, I cut each piece to 16 inches. I'm going to attach them in the center with this tape. This is double-sided tape. It's called D670, and it's an incredibly strong double-sided tape. And all you have to do is put a little bit on the end, at the end of one of the pieces you want to attach. And there's a paper liner. You just take the paper liner off to expose the adhesive, and then you take your other piece of ribbon and you carefully line it up, overlapping about 1/4 inch. So what you've achieved is one piece of ribbon, two different colors attached in the center. To fold and tie the bow, I'm going to use the same basic technique that I've used in a lot of my videos if you've seen any of the others. All you need to do is take a pin, pierce the center of your ribbon. And since we're using two different colors, it's pretty easy to find the center. If you're not, just fold it in half. Take one side, flip it over, pierce it through the pin. Since I'm using 1.5 inch ribbon for this, and I don't want any tails, I'm piercing it about 1.5 inches from the end of the ribbon. It should be the same as the width of your ribbon usually. I'll do the same thing with the other side. Now I'm going to take my tail, or my loop on one side, and pierce it on the pin, and then I'm going to do the same with the other side. Now that the fold is held secure with the pin, you can put it in your salon clip and leave the pin in place. So you're going to want to adjust your loops now. You want a cross on the front and you want the ribbon to be straight on the back. The taller you make your X means kind of how perky the loops are going to be for the bow. If you want just kind of a flat bow, then make a flat X. If you want real perky loops, then just pull it like this to make a real tall X like that. So every time you make an adjustment on the front, be sure to flip it over and make sure that the back pieces are still parallel. Okay, so once you're satisfied with how it looks, you can take your pin out and you're going to take your bow tying ribbon, put it through both sides of your salon clip, and then you're going to tie it tight on the back. Always tie it off on the back and you'll get a nice crease on the front. So pull it tight and double knot it. Then you can take it out of your salon clip and you have your boutique bow ready to add the other pieces. In the center of this bow, I'm going to add a small 2-loop topper, and I have it in black grosgrain ribbon. This is 7/8 of an inch, and I'm using about 10 inches. And all you need to do to make those is to hold your ribbon in a loop like this, and then take the center and bring it to the middle so it looks like this. And then you can pierce it again with the pin. This is where the pin is helpful, and just give it a little twist so that you have 2 loops like that. Then put it into your salon clip again. Make any adjustments, and then we're going to tie it off. When you're ready to tie it, remove the pin and do the same procedure as the big boutique bow. Put your tying ribbon in the middle. This is just 1/4 inch shear, tied off in the back. Make sure it's nice and tight, and double knot it. You can take that out of the salon clip. Now I'm going to make these light blue surrounding loops. I'm using 3/8 of an inch light blue grosgrain ribbon, and I cut 2 pieces to 10 inches long. To make the surrounding loops, put a little bit of glue in the center, take one end and glue it down perpendicular so you have a loop that looks like this. And then do the same thing with the other side. There's 2 of your loops. Make the last 2, and then we'll glue them together so that you will have 4 loops to go around the outside of the bow. So once you have them both made, put glue in the center of one, and then glue them together so that you have 4 loops. To make these spikes on the back of the bow, I'm using 1.5 inch grosgrain ribbon, and this ribbon is called Dazzle ribbon. And it's called Dazzle because, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera there, but one side of it has all this glitter all over it. One side is plain, and then the other side just has some real neat glitter on it. And each of these I've cut to 6 inches long. I'm going to have 2 spikes on the back. And to cut the fishtail ends, just fold it in half and cut it on an angle. Do that for all the spikes that you plan to use in your bow. I'm just using 2 on mine. What's nice about this Dazzle ribbon is the glitter, the glue that they put on there to adhere the glitter makes it stiffer than typical grosgrain ribbon. So it works nice for spikes that way. Now you're going to glue them together. So you're going to put glue in the center of one of the spikes, and then you're going to glue the other one on top. Now you have your spikes for the back of the bow. The hardware I'm attaching to this bow is a single prong alligator clip, and I'm using 3/8 of an inch black velvet ribbon. And velvet works really well for lining alligator clips because the velvet makes it a natural no-slip grip. And I like to line clips again with the same tape that I use to attach the 2 different colors of ribbon together. Now I'm making this a fully lined alligator clip, which requires 7 inches of ribbon. So I'm going to take the tape and I'm going to put it all along the back of the ribbon. Just trim off the edge. So when you stick it on there, you'll have a paper backing on here that you need to peel off to attach it to the alligator clip. Now I'm going to peel the paper off the back of the tape. I'm going to pinch open my alligator clip and I'm going to stick it to the top of the inside of the top prong. Then I'm going to bring the velvet around and stick it to the top and push it inside the hinge. Line it across the back. And then this part's a little tricky because you have to hold it open and you have to bring the rest of the ribbon in to line the bottom prong. Now you have your fully lined alligator clip. Before we put it all together, I'm going to attach the black topper to the main bow, and then I'm going to put the center around the 2. So all you need to do is put some glue in the center of your bow, glue the black topper right on top of that, And I'm using a gold glitter velvet for the center, and I'm not going to knot it, I'm just going to smooth wrap it around. So turn your bow over, put some glue on the back, put the end of the gold center ribbon on the back, and then wrap it around. If you have any extra, just trim that off. And then glue that piece to the back. So now the center is ready on the main bow, and we can put it all together. Now we're going to work from the bottom up. The back of the bow is the black spikes and the Dazzle grosgrain. So I'm going to put glue in the center, and I'm going to glue the surrounding loops directly to it. Put glue in the surrounding loops, and then I'm going to put the bow right on there. The hot glue dries real quick. So the bow is basically done. Now we're just going to put the clip on the back. So I'm going to put glue directly across the top of the velvet, flip it over, and glue it right on there. Now your Princess Anna Frozen inspired hair bow is ready. And the colors I used, this is light blue, electric blue, garden rose, black, and then the gold and the glitter accent ribbon as well.